Hey, good morning. Welcome to episode 2. Very briefly today, we're just going to have a look at the tool roll and any of the tools. And take 2 because the cat just decided to ruin that. Let's start that one again. Hey, good morning. Welcome to episode 2. What we're going to do today is have a look at the tool roll. Tool roll itself, just a cheap order from China, probably cost them about £4. Bought a long time back. It's held together well, can't complain. We'll have a look and we'll weigh it down in a few minutes as well and see what weight it actually is. Fairly straightforward. All of these tools have a purpose on the bike somewhere. One of the things that does piss me off a little bit about the bike is the fact that the Touratech protection and the actual bike itself use different keys. So one's a hex key and one's an Allen key itself, so they're different types of heads in them, which is a pain in the ass because you got to bring 2 sets then, right? We've got a couple of short stumpy spanners. No need to bring the larger sizes with me. It's just extra weight. I don't think I'm gonna need it itself. So we got a 10, a 13 and a 17. I've got a screwdriver. There's going to be a multi-bit adapter. I've got a couple of bits in there that I know will work on the bike. Tire lever, self-explanatory. If I get a puncture, I have to change the tire. I've got 2 of them in there, very strong, used them before. They are good to have around. With the spanners, it's always good to have an adjustable spanner in there. It's handy if you have to change something or hold a nut on one side. You've got the stumpy spanner on one side and you've got the flexible on the other side. This one itself, yes, it is quite large. It does quite weigh maybe £1, maybe £2. It's to change the back axle nut. If I need the back wheel off, I've got it there. You know what? I'd love to come up with a different idea for this. How I do it, I don't know, but I want to save a bit of weight and a bit of space. If you've any ideas, let me know. Continue again on the bottom, you got your cable ties here. Never leave home without the cable ties. Different variations, they come in handy for everything. You can actually put a bike back together with them. And then I've got a few bits and bobs. So, voltmeter, puncture repair kit, electrical tape, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's about 5 different heads for the screwdriver itself. Rubber gloves, handy if you're working on the bike. And then I've also got this as well, good stuff. It is, what would you call it? It's like a putty that molds itself and would take on a hardness of steel when it's done. I'm not sure of the actual name on it. Arbro steel. So essentially, if you took a hole on the case itself, on the engine, and you had to patch it up, this is exactly what you'd use. Soft to the touch, but when it hardens, it goes as hard as steel. It's only a couple of euros. It's worth having around. And the adjustable valve screwdriver bit for the tire valve itself. Oh, 90-degree connection for the tire valve. Vice grips, mini vice grips. Probably get away without it. Might not actually need it. Got a torch in there. Torch. Battery's gone dead. I've no doubt of actually a spare battery. There's a spare battery in there for it too. And the hex keys, the Allen keys. So 2 full sets with them. Why? Because it was cheaper to buy full sets than get them individually. And then I've got some tire levers, and which also are a bead breaker as well. So if you've ever taken off your own tires, what you'll notice is the bead can sometimes be an absolute demon to break. This is an opportunity to slide it in to break the bead. Next up, 2 spare tubes, just in case. Been carrying these around a couple of years, never actually had to use them, touch wood. But they are there just in case we get a puncture and it's not fixable. Miniature air compressor, simply plugs into the unit. Have, what do we call it? Oh, I'll get the name on it there and I'll drop it into the video. But basically connects into the unit I have rigged up into the bike, which is directly into the battery. And handy piece of kit. Inflate your tires if you need it rather than a pump. It's small, fairly lightweight, maybe weighs about £3. It's good to have. Last, definitely not least, is just an extra bulb. With the weather fluctuating between 32 degrees and possibly down to 0, a spare bulb is always handy to have. Don't mind the dirt of it. We did say we were going to weigh them, so let's go. 6.6 kilos. So 6.6 kilos for everything that the bike needs to keep it running for the 3 weeks while we're away. Thanks for watching.